friends. Welcome to my humble homestead and garden side chat. So today I'm going to do a fun one. This one I'm really excited about. I'm going to do some hacks for our home. And these should include things that you have around the house. So I'm all about keeping it simple, keeping it inexpensive. And so I think I'm going to throw this into my frugal series. So these are all helpful things, and most of them are things that I will use myself. If these things interest you, then come along. And if these are things that you like, let me know, because I really had fun doing these. I'm down to do more. So if you like them, let me know in the comments. I'll do more. All right, let's get started. So the first one is with bread. So how many of you lose the little twisties on the top of the bread or hate fidgeting with them? I don't do a lot of store-bought bread, but I save my bread bags for when I bake bread, or I usually have like a loaf of some sort of bread in my freezer that, you know, if I do need a slice or want to make a sandwich, or my grandkids come over and they want a grilled cheese, I can pull some bread out of the freezer if I don't have any made. So this one is a good way to seal that bag up if you don't have that twisty tie. So this is how I do the bread. So I don't eat store-bought bread very often. I normally bake my own, as you see, when I cook, but I do keep this in the freezer. And when I don't have that little twisty, or I don't want to fidget with it, I'll just take the bread and I'll make sure I get all the air out, and I twist it. And then I take this piece and I fold it over the top like this. So if you have bread, and so it seals like this, and then I stick it in my Ziploc because I throw it in the freezer, and you can just pull it down and then it will store like this. All right, that's a kitchen hack. Did you know that walnuts can remove scratches off of hardwood floors? No kidding. I was super skeptical of this. Now, my floors are luxury laminate, so I wasn't sure if that was going to work. I looked through my house for walnuts. I had every kind of nut but walnuts. What do you do in a small town when you don't have a Walmart down the street? You call your neighbor. I called my neighbor and she's like, I have some in my lawnmower because my mother has a black walnut tree. And I thought, it didn't say what kind of walnuts to use. So I thought I'd try it. And here's what happened. That takes the scratch out. So we just kind of move it around in circles and let the oil do the work. Look at that. It like freaks the freak. And the more you do it, whoops, the more the scratches come out. I can get a little cloth here. Look at that. That is just unreal. Freaking the freak. It just came right out. I mean, it's not like super perfect, but it's pretty darn good for a little teeny nut. It's a little nut in a rut. Are you one of those people that likes to move your furniture around Now, my kids, they move their furniture around often. I live in a pretty small house and I have oversized furniture, so I can't configure it to move around very often. However, I do move my ottoman and my recliner, and you know those little marks you get when you move your furniture and your carpet, and they kind of can be a little annoying? Well, here's a hack to get those out and make your carpets look the way they should. Super easy, super simple, and I bet you have these in your house. Here's what you do. You just take an ice cube and you put it on the indentation in your carpet. You let it sit for about 15 minutes. And then you go back and you take a fork and you just fluff up the carpet with the fork. Voila! Good as new. Simple hack. And it works. Look at that. Okay, this one is a little bit private for me, but do you ever get those yellow armpit stains on your white clothes? I have to say, when I'm out working in the garden or it's super hot, and I do say I like to wear white. I have a lot of like white long sleeve shirts. Sometimes I like to wear them underneath some t-shirts. That was a big tractor that went by. I do have my windows open. It's a beautiful fall night. And that's another reason I wanted to just kind of lounge in front of the windows. So I'm going to do it as long as the light holds up. If it gets too dark, we'll move into the dining room. But back to the subject at hand. So those yellow pit stains, here's a hack that removes those. You take a paste made out of baking soda and hydrogen peroxide. You mix it into a paste and you put it on those pit stains. Let it sit for about 15 to 30 minutes and then take a brush. I use my little scrubby brush, but you can use a toothbrush or even a spoon if you don't have either. Scrape, kind of scrub it with those. And then after that, brush it off. I wrap mine in a towel so I could shake it over the trash and then launder as usual. And it's like brand new pits. Look at this. It works like magic. And the best thing about that is no bleach. It's a toxic-free way to clean those whites. So now I'm going to go over some great hacks that I use when it comes to disinfecting and cleaning. And also another great way to make my house smell good. Who doesn't love a good smelling house? All of these things are going to help around the house with cleaning, disinfecting, and making our houses smell good. Some of these things, when I was doing it, I was thinking, I could easily do a cleaning hack video or a frugal. I already kind of did some cleaning supplies that are natural, non-toxic, frugal cleaning supplies. If cleaning hacks or things like that interest you, let me know and I'd be happy to do a video like that, because I love when we save money, make things on our own. Let me give you an example. I found some window cleaner under my sink, and y'all know that I make my own window cleaner. I showed it to you, but I thought, you know what? This is the aerosol spray one, and I needed to clean the outside of my windows because I don't know if you saw when that tractor went by. I live on a dirt road and all the dust flies up and comes on my windows and on my doors. So my front door, I was filming one day in the kitchen and I was like, I was actually not even filming. I was watching it back and I thought, oh my gosh, that front door window is disgusting. And I thought I really need to clean it. So I used my manufactured cleaner just because I thought, oh, I'm going to use it outside. It's outside. I'm not going to really breathe it in the house. And I thought, oh, I bet it'll work really good on the outside. Guess what? I'm looking at my patio door right now. And I looked at my outside door and it is streaky, smeary. I'm going to have to redo them all with my vinegar. Or my rubbing alcohol. I use both of them to clean my windows. You know, if stuff like that interests you, let me know. I'd be happy to do it because those commercial products, I hate to say it, but they do not work as good as the inexpensive ones I make. So let me know. I'll be happy to do cleaning hacks as well. All right, let's get back to the hacks because these are good ones and my house smells so good right now. If we had smell-o-vision, oh, you guys. So let's start with this one first because we need to make sure our vacuums are ready to use. How about, have you ever vacuumed? I vacuumed under my beds and in my closets because I was trying to do some organizing. You know, we get the hair and the strings. Wanted to clean that on the vacuum. Here's a great hack for that. So we just flip the vacuum cleaner over, take a scissor and chop it right off. All those hairs, the strings, and they'll pull right off. Good as new to use. Great hack for your vacuum. Speaking of a vacuum, so now whether you have a bagless or a bag, most vacuums now come bagless and with a nice HEPA filter. I like mine. The HEPA filter is good because I have allergies and asthma and it picks up a lot more, has better suction. I like to clean out my filter little area. I like to clean it out with just some water and vinegar, and then I like to, same with the filter, you know, rinse it out really good in hot water and then let it dry. After that, this is a great hack, you guys. To make your carpets smell good, what I like to do is just take a little bit of baking soda. Yeah, baking soda. I had to think about what I was saying. And a little bit of essential oils. Mix it up into a little paste and sprinkle it over your carpets. Let it sit for about 15 minutes. And while that's sitting, what I like to do is take some of those essential oils. I personally like to use lemongrass and tea tree, or I think I put in eucalyptus today because tea tree and eucalyptus both disinfect. So I like to kind of have that disinfectant on my filters and my vacuum. So I just put a couple drops of each of those, or actually a few, because I like, you know, I put them in there. So when I vacuum, oh, every time I vacuum, it's going to smell amazing in here. Great hack. So rubbing alcohol and essential oils in a spray bottle makes a great disinfectant for furniture and also, actually, especially for your pillows and your bed. I like to, when I'm changing the bedding, if you take that spray and you spray down your mattresses, and then you, if you can, if it's weather permitting, you can leave your windows open. Or for me, I just put a fan in there. Or if you just spray it down in the morning, then by bedtime you make your bed and it's nice. It smells amazing. It's nice and disinfectant. And then you spray your pillows, because we don't really wash our pillows often. We can, which I could add on a cleaning video how to. We can wash our pillows, and make them kind of fluffy and like new as well. But anyway, we do want to disinfect and keep our mattresses and our pillows and our bedding nice and clean and smelling fresh. But in between those sheet washing, you can just kind of freshen and disinfect and spray those as well. Also, to disinfect those smelly shoes, you can use straight rubbing alcohol, or I also like to use the rubbing alcohol with the essential oils, and it keeps your shoes smelling really, really good, especially those gym shoes. We can do that. Now, if somebody might tend to have some athlete's foot or things like that, you can use apple cider vinegar. And if you don't like the smell of apple cider vinegar, which it does fade, you can add some essential oils to that as well. Also, with rubbing alcohol, you can clean all of those electronic screens like the tablets, my phone, which I do use to film, so I couldn't show that, or even your computer screens, like your laptops, things like that. Rubbing alcohol is a great way. I like to put the rubbing alcohol on the microfiber cloth and then rub it over the screen. So that's a great hack to clean those screens. So shiny. Look at this. I couldn't even take a picture. It was so shiny, it was like a mirror. Here's a great hack we can use to clean our tablets and phones and any other screen electronics we have. So I tried to pull out my tablet I haven't used for a long time, so it's very dirty. Definitely use some cleaning. I was going to do my phone, but I'm using it to film. So basically, we just take some rubbing alcohol, put it on a microfiber cloth, and it shines right up, just like that. Try to show it without the glare. There we have it. Great way to clean those. It's hard for me to see. Let me take a picture. Great way. Look at it. I can see my ceiling, my light, but we can't see the... There we go. Oh my gosh, Trina. There you can see me in it. That's how clean it is. It's like a mirror, people. It's like a mirror. Try it. Try it. It's my new mirror. Okay, so this is one that I love. Being in a small home, my garbage can is left out. I don't really have room to store it away. So what I do to keep my garbage can smelling much better and fresh, you can do one of two things. One is you can just take some essential oils and put it at the bottom of your garbage can. But I like to take it another step further. I take a paper towel and I drop some essential oils on the paper towel and I put it on the bottom of my garbage can. That way, if there happens to be any leaks or anything, it will catch it. Then what I like to do, even to go further, is I put my garbage bag into the garbage can and I take some baking soda, sprinkle it in the bag so that way it also kind of absorbs the odors from the trash. This way my kitchen is smelling good and the garbage does not illuminate odors into my kitchen. I love that one because my garbage does stay out and it's just me, so I don't feel like I have to empty my garbage when it's like a quarter of the way full. So that's one of my favorites. Another one, now that it's starting to get cold and our furnaces are coming on, that makes our houses smell so good, is to take some essential oils, and you can either do it with the air freshener that showed you how to make in one of our frugal videos. I can link that below. Or what I like to do is I just take a few drops and I drop them on the air filters. This also is a great way to remind us to change those air filters. A good rule of thumb with changing the air filters is to remember to change them on the holidays, because then we know that they're always fresh and clean. Add some essential oils. If you don't have essential oils, you can use some extracts like vanilla, almond, any of those extracts. But I tend to like to keep some essential oils in the house for all of these different reasons. So putting those on the air filters. Then when your furnace comes on, or if you have central air, you're having that fresh smelling come through the vents. So that's another way to keep our houses smelling good. Oh my goodness, you guys, these are so easy and great ways to have natural air fresheners in our house. We don't have to use those toxic air fresheners where we're spraying them in the home. So woohoo, I'm excited about these. Now you can see why I was so excited. We can have our home smelling fresh and clean and keep it natural. Okay, here's a little bit of a personal one, but it's kind of really a good one. In the bathroom, you can take a couple drops of essential oil when you change the toilet paper roll. Put it on the inside of the roll, and every time someone rolls that toilet paper, we're gonna be spreading some good old scents in the bathroom. That is a nice way to kind of freshen it when people are doing the deed. Okay, that's a little TMI, but hey, keeping it smelling good. Why not? Oh, this one, you guys, I love it. So, big hack for the bed as well. Take a couple drops of lavender essential oils. Sprinkle it on your pillow. And guess what? Oh my gosh. Lavender is one of the essential oils that is relaxing, and it helps you sleep. It really does. It helps you sleep. And I had to climb in my bed and smell it. It smells so good. I'm excited to go to bed tonight, you guys. I freshened my bed. I mean, I did change my sheets too, but that lavender, I actually only did one pillow because it is pretty strong. So just like if you're using it for your children, just maybe one little drop, because it's and I have friends, when I used to babysit for them back in the cities, their boys, it was so cute. Jacob and Ben, oh my gosh, I miss them so much. But I remember when they would go to bed and we'd have story time. It was so cute. They had their little lavender spray, and they'd say good night, and then they'd spray their lavender. I shouldn't even say this because now they're teenagers, but oh my gosh, it was the cutest thing, and I loved it. So it's a good habit to get into. Those boys loved their lavender spray. So here you go. Oh my gosh, I should not have said their names because they're like cool kids now, you know. So anyway, but oh gosh. So back when, I just have to tell a little story. When Ben was like 6 weeks old, I started watching him. And then, you know, I'd gotten sick, and, you know, things changed. And then I just started watching them on Saturday nights so their parents could have date nights. And I would just do it and they're still like a part of my family. But it was pretty heartbreaking when I moved out here, just for them, honestly. It was just, yeah, I miss them so much. I mean, I really do. And they're like the best kids. Their mom still sends me pictures, and I love it. Halloween's coming up. I don't know. Are they still at the age where they dress up? Because every year I'd get their Halloween costumes, and oh my gosh. Anyway, okay, I just had to share that, and I'm going to send this video to Jill, so their mom, just so it's kind of like my little vlog to them. Anyway, but yeah, anyway, that was all about the lavender. And you guys have to try it. That's a really good one. Oh, and the smell one. Oh, this reminds me of Jill too, because her house always smelled good. And I know she liked William and Sonoma. So if you guys have ever gone into William and Sonoma, and you know what that store smells like, right? I'm going to tell you how to do that. Here it is. Are you ready? Okay, so on the stove, I literally had to run out to my yard and get some rosemary sprigs. But you know, you can buy rosemary sprigs in the store. But here it is. You take, and I didn't even have any lemon. I had dehydrated lemon. So I took my dehydrated lemon. It still smells amazing. So you take some lemon slices. You take some rosemary sprigs. You take some cinnamon sticks. What else is it? And vanilla. And 2 cups of water. Here it is. So if you've ever walked into a Williams and Sonoma store and you love that smell, this is how you can have it in your house. It smells amazing. If I had smell-o-vision, you guys. Oh, so what it is it's a couple slices of lemon in there. I didn't have any fresh lemon, so I'm just going to turn this down to simmer now that it's boiling. And I used my dehydrated, so I just put a little bit of lemon juice in there to kind of enhance it. Then I picked some sprigs of rosemary out of my garden. I put a couple cinnamon sticks in there and some vanilla. So that is smelling amazing. My house smells amazing, you guys. Give it a try. All right, that is another hack. Simple to do, things you should have in your kitchen. Let's move on to the next. So by now, your houses should be smelling amazing. Your items, some of your items and your furniture and your bed should be nice and disinfected. Your white pits on your shirt should be nice and clean. Oh, you know, there's one. I just took a shower. And so it made me think of this because it's harvest time out here. So my allergies have been kind of a little crazy. And I need to be more disciplined about doing my steams. Y'all know about my steams, my apple cider vinegar steams. I can link that video below. And those help a lot. But one thing, this is a great hack, and obviously I'm not going to take you in the shower with me, so I don't have a little clip of this, but take some eucalyptus. So eucalyptus is one of my staple essential oils. Eucalyptus and lemongrass. I have so much lemongrass growing, but that's an oil that I have. But take some eucalyptus. Just put a few drops on the floor of your shower. When you take a hot shower, it's like you're in a steam room. I don't know if you've ever, I know my ex-husband, we were young. I always mention that. We were young. We still chat. But he used to go to the gym, and his favorite thing would be to go in that steam room because he's like, oh, it's so minty. It was eucalyptus. You can recreate that just by putting that. So that is another hack that I didn't even plan on sharing, but I just started thinking about it because I could feel myself getting a little snuffy. But yeah, anyway, that's a great one. And then the final one, I think the final one, now that we've got our houses smelling good, all our things, but this is a cooking hack. And this is one of my favorites too. I was going to throw it into a cooking one, but I just want to share it because it's a good one. You can keep your water from boiling over. I thought of this when I was boiling the William and Sonoma scent. So all you have to do is take a wood spoon and lay it over the top of your pot. Oh, look at it's windy out. Lay it over the top of your pot. Not kidding. It really works every time. So lay it like this. If you use the lid, you just put the lid over it. That's it. It works. I hope you enjoyed these hacks. Give them a try. Comment. Let me know which ones you try. Let me know how you like them, if they work. I love hearing from you. Comment below. I appreciate you guys commenting to, sending emails to. I really love that. But comment below and let's share with each other which ones we're trying. If you have any other hacks, let me know too. I'd love to share those as well. And if you want me to do more of these, go ahead and let me know. Like and share. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Be blessed. Have a great day.